Hi guys, it's Josh here from the Body Set team. I'm here today to show you a few exercises for the shoulder particularly and the middle back, which is also known as the thoracic spine. Now the exercises that I'm going to show you can be used as part of a warm-up, they can be used as part of a cool down, or they can just be used as a daily tool to help maintain or increase your mobility. There could be a variety of reasons that you want to use these exercises, some being anything from postural, if you're a particular desk worker and you find that you're quite hunched over, if it's sport specific, for example swimming, so you're trying to increase your ability to really widen your stroke and really open that back up a little bit, or it could be for numerous other reasons. But let's have a look through the videos, try to replicate the exercises as best as you can with the instructions, and if you get stuck you can always contact one of the team to help you through it, okay? Okay guys, so we're going to start with the first exercise. I'm going to start with shoulders. So the first exercise we're going to go through is basically a form of walkout or a crawl back, you might have heard it called. So the only piece of equipment I've got in front of me is a parallel bar. Now I know you won't have them at home, or not many people will have them at home. You don't need a parallel bar, you can use a worktop, you can use a desk, anything that's at a reasonable height that you're not stooping too low. You'll see what I mean in a second. So the way we get into it is just popping the hands on the bar. Now you can change your hand position if you want. Some people like to grip on. Don't grip too hard because you're going to be activating those muscles in the shoulders, and what we want is for them to relax. I generally tell people to open the palms up when they're resting them on because it'll work better for the shoulders, put more of a stretch in. All you need to do is get yourself either kneeling, or if your surface is a little bit higher, such as maybe a desk or a kitchen island or a worktop, you can do it standing. But the key is keep your arms nice and relaxed. Slowly let yourself sit back onto those heels and dip the chest forward. Come all the way to the bottom. Hold that position for a few seconds, 5 or 10 seconds is enough. And then slowly, once you're done, come back up. I'll go through that again one more time. So my hands are out. I'm putting a light bit of weight on. I'm not putting a lot because I don't want to activate the muscles. And slowly sitting back or leaning back if you were standing up as far as I can. At the bottom I'm taking a nice breath out, embracing that stretch, and then coming back up, just restarting your starting position. You can do as many repetitions as you like. Really, after about 10 or 15 to 5-second holds, you're not going to get too much more immediate benefit because muscles don't elongate as much as we want them to on a microscopic level, but not too much technical info. Essentially, as long as you persevere with that, you can do it 3 sets in a row, 10 repetitions, 10 or 15, 5-second holds. You'll start to notice a bit of an improvement with your what we call your flexion while you're coming forward. Hi guys, so this is the second video. This is going to work more on the rotation because that's the main job responsible for the thoracic spine. Something on the floor, something soft. I've got a yoga mat that's just a little bit padded. Again, arthritis or any other problems with your knees or hands, you want to make sure you've got something protecting. So to get the starting position, all you've got to do is get in a kneeling position. You can do it away from a wall, but at a wall is generally better because you've got a bit of support. You're going to bring your hands up, okay, up at 90 degrees in front of you. You can have them flat, you can have them up, however you want to. Have them flat is generally my preference, and all we're going to do is try and turn around and get the hand to the wall on the other side. Keep the back nice and straight, don't compensate. Good, and I'll show you on the other side. Just swap round. Nice and supported against the wall. I'm not leaning on it, but I'm using it as a bit of a guide. Nice straight spine. Back forward and back. Okay. So, with this exercise, ideally what you want to do is 20 repetitions each side, so 20 on the left and 20 to the right. You might find that you don't get all the way, don't be downhearted if you don't, it will improve over time. If you experience any pain, obviously consult your physio or a medical professional. Repetitions, sets, again as I say, with mobility exercises, it's about little and often. So making a difference by trying to do them little and often throughout the day. However, if you want to be a bit more regimental with it, 20 repetitions either side, have a little rest after you've done those. 3 sets, so you're doing 6 in total, 3 each side, and then try and do them morning and night, and you should start to see a difference. Okay guys, so this is the last video that we're going to do to top off the shoulder and thoracic mobility exercises. This one is a little bit similar to the first in its position, but it's working on a different area. So you can target different areas of the thoracic spine to an extent. Some people will argue that when you move it all, which is correct, but you can put a little bit of a bias. So if you find you're stiffer in your what we call your upper thoracic or your lower thoracic, you can change it according to your needs. So there's 2 ways of performing the exercises. I prefer the first one, but there is a second one as well that helps with a little bit more strictness with form, and I'll show you both now and explain them. So, first one, we're going to get into the cat and camel position, so all fours. So similar principles, you're going to have your hands nice and relaxed, you're going to have your knees nice and relaxed, nice and flat back. What you're going to do first of all is you're going to take either hand, left or right, you're going to work in both directions. You're going to take it off the floor, and then you're going to gently try to look up and arch up to the sky, and then come back down, and then you thread the needle and bring it around and reach over to the opposite direction. You do the same with the other side, so bring the hand off, up as high as I can, reaching under, coming round. Now, the way that you bias upper or lower thoracic to an extent is you change the angle at which you come through the body. So, if you want to target a different portion, what you'll do is you'll come up again, you'll still do that portion, but as you come down, reach up and round as far as you can. Almost, if I'm in a clock face and 12 o'clock's here, 6 o'clock's here, you're going up towards that 10, half past 10 approach. That's going to help work on a little bit more of a specific area. Same on the other side. However, if you want to work further down, again, you come round, but then you come down and it's like you're reaching into your left pocket, or the other side, left pocket. Now, the second way of doing this is with a bent elbow, okay? So, some would argue that this is a little bit more specific. It doesn't involve as much over rotation and encompassing other parts of the body. So, it's a lot more limited. So what you're going to do is hand on the head, and then you're just going to look up and back down. So hand on the head, and you're going to bring the elbow up and look as far as you can. Now you see I dramatically get a lot less. This is something I struggle with, so I should probably keep up with these. But it's one of those where try what you feel is best, what you feel working best for you, and go from there. Repetitions wise, you want to be aiming for about 15 to 20 reps. 2 or 3 sets of it, having about 30 seconds to a minute's rest between, and try and do them morning and night. The more you do them, the better your mobility should get, alongside all the others.